You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea have officially paid Liam Delap's £30 million release clause from Ipswich Town. But before he can officially wear the Blues jersey, the young striker is immediately faced with a big dilemma: defend his country or defend his club. According to The Telegraph, Chelsea have asked Delap to reject the call-up to the England U21 national team, which will appear in the Euro U21 this June. This request arose because Delap is needed to strengthen Enzo Maresca's squad in the FIFA Club World Cup, where Chelsea is scheduled to appear starting June 16th, coinciding with the Euro U21 group stage, which begins June 12th. In fact, Delap is a core player in the England U21 team and has appeared in 7 of the last 8 matches. However, Chelsea wants Delap to immediately integrate with the team to make his debut in the most prestigious international club tournament. The problem is, this is not just about Delap. Several other key Chelsea players such as Cole Palmer, Levi Colwill, and Reece James will also be in a similar position. And Maresca is very disappointed with the overlapping international schedule. "This is not normal. This is not right," Maresca said. "It's not just about money, it's about the health of the player. Unfortunately, not everyone is paying attention to that." The ball is now in Delap's court. Will he choose the rare opportunity to play in the Club World Cup with Chelsea, or will he remain loyal to his country's fight for the U21 European Championship? The decision could well determine the direction of his career going forward. And one thing is for sure, Chelsea wanted Delap to commit to the club from day one. There is no time for compromise.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Estevao Willian will arrive at Stamford Bridge this summer, but don't expect him to be an immediate starter. Former Blues defender Jason Cundy has issued a stern warning. The Premier League is tough, it takes time to adapt. In an interview with TalkSport, Cundy said, "I don't think he'll be a starter in the first game of next season. But if he develops physically and mentally, he could be a player who should be in the first team." Despite being only 18, Estevao has already made 77 appearances for Palmeiras, scoring 26 goals and providing 15 assists. Not only that, he has also played 4 times for Brazil, including under new coach Carlo Ancelotti. His talent has even been compared to Barcelona's Lamine Yamal by the Brazilian media. However, the path to the Chelsea first team will not be easy. In his favorite position, right wing, Noni Madueke and Pedro Neto are ready to compete. Not to mention Cole Palmer, who can play flexibly up front. The club itself plans to immediately include Estevao in the main squad in the 2025-26 seasons. Chelsea believes that the link-up between Estevao, Palmer and Moises Caicedo could be a new deadly concoction under Enzo Maresca. But is Estevao mentally and physically ready to face the harshness of the Premier League? Or does he need time like many young talents before him? What is clear is that the hype and quality are no joke. Chelsea have a new gem. It remains to be seen whether he will shine immediately or whether he must go through a polishing process first.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea do not want to waste time this summer. After securing Dario Esugo from Sporting CP and paying Liam Delap's £30 million clause from Ipswich Town, the Blues are ready to execute the next 2 transfers. Their target is clear: complete the business before the FIFA Club World Cup starts in the middle of next month. Liam Delap is scheduled to undergo a medical test early next week. The 22-year-old striker will be a backup and competitor for Nicholas Jackson, reducing the heavy burden that has been borne by Chelsea's main striker. After Delap, Chelsea shifted their focus to 2 positions: left winger and centre back. For the wing sector, Nico Williams is again the main target. The Blues have actually been eyeing him since last summer, but at that time the player's salary was considered too high. Now, Chelsea are starting to soften. Although still with a tight salary structure, they are ready to make exceptions for special players. Meanwhile, in the defense sector, Chelsea are actively looking for a new centre-back. Names such as Ousmane Diomande, Marc Guehi, Murillo, and Thomas Araujo are on the list. The aim is clear: patch up the backline ahead of the busy 2025-26 season. But who will leave? The answer: Trevoh Chalobah and Benoit Badiashile. Both are on the transfer list if the right offer comes along. Chalobah is ready to be sold for a new place, and sources say Badiashile's departure is not out of the question. And the latest reports suggest Chelsea are ready to activate a £25 million clause for Jadon Sancho, provided the England winger accepts Chelsea's new wage structure. Low up front, big bonuses at the back. Chelsea are moving fast, strategically and ambitiously. One thing is clear, the Enzo Maresca project is no joke.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What happens if the father is considered a total failure, but the son actually opens the way for the future at the same club? That is the unique story of Raheem Sterling and his son, Thiago. The 2024-25 season can be said to be a nightmare for Sterling. Loaned from Chelsea to Arsenal, Mikel Arteta's hopes of reviving his performance, however, did not come true. In 28 appearances, Sterling was only able to score 1 goal and was more often on the bench than making an impact on the field. A gamble that failed completely. However, behind that poor performance, there was a surprising story that actually made Sterling's name continue to be heard in North London. Thiago, his eldest son, has officially joined the Arsenal U9 Academy. This was announced by his partner, Paige Millian, via an Instagram upload, showing Thiago and his younger brother Ty wearing Arsenal jerseys with faces full of pride. This is just the beginning. Stay humble and keep working hard, wrote Millian, full of emotion. Sterling himself will return to Chelsea this summer, and with the club's new direction heavily focused on regenerating young players, it is unlikely that Enzo Maresca will make room for the 30-year-old winger. With his performance declining drastically and his exorbitant salary, his future at Stamford Bridge is increasingly bleak. However, Sterling's family story will still intersect with Arsenal. Although his father failed to shine, who knows? Thiago will be the future star of the Emirates.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea have made another surprise in the transfer market. After locking in Liam Delap for £30 million from Ipswich Town, now the Blues are ahead in the hunt for Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt. Yes, Chelsea are faster than Liverpool in hunting for the young French striker. According to an exclusive report from journalist Christian Falk, Chelsea are already leading the hunt for Ekitike, although Liverpool have stepped in and set off alarm bells at Stamford Bridge. However, Chelsea's reaction was quick and sharp. They accelerated negotiations after learning that the Reds were also competing. Who is Ekitike? The 21-year-old player is said to be one of the most promising talents in the Bundesliga last season. Although he only joined Frankfurt from PSG permanently earlier this year, his performance immediately attracted the attention of big clubs. Ekitike is not just a substitute, he is a potential mainstay for the future. The addition of Ekitike will add depth to Chelsea's attack line, which is already strengthened by Delap and Jackson. 3 young strikers with different characters, but all have a goal-scoring instinct. This fits Maresca's strategy, a young, sharp, and fast squad. Not only that, Chelsea also have a crucial moment now. With the Club World Cup just 15 days away, and the position in Group D will face a strong team, Maresca wants his squad to be complete before kickoff. Chelsea know this tournament is not just about the trophy, but also the global stage to show they have risen. Overtaking Liverpool for Ekitike is a big signal. Chelsea are back as the main destination for young European stars. And now, with Maresca's project, the European Cup and a Champions League ticket in hand, the Blues are not just rebuilding. They are sending a message to the Premier League. We are ready to attack.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Alejandro Garnacho has openly sent a strong signal that he wants to move to Chelsea this summer. After being very disappointed because he was only a substitute in the Europa League final against Tottenham, Garnacho has reportedly told his agent to contact Chelsea. In an interview after the 1-0 defeat in Bilbao, Garnacho openly called MU's season a total failure and took a dig at Ruben Amorim, who sidelined him in the final. His scathing statement read, "We didn't beat anyone in the league. We lacked a lot. Up to the final, I played in all the rounds. But in the final, I only played 20 minutes. I don't know why." Now, according to The Sun, Garnacho has told his agent that Chelsea is his main destination if he leaves MU. Although Napoli are also interested, the 20-year-old wants to stay in the Premier League because he wants to become a world star. and sees the Chelsea project as an ideal stage for development. MU itself has set a price tag of around £60 million, up slightly from the price last January, which was still at £54 million. Chelsea tried to sign him at the time, but failed to reach an agreement. Why were Chelsea interested? Enzo Maresca needed an explosive winger who could provide an option on the left side and compete with Mudryk, whose future is now uncertain after a doping case. Garnacho fit the bill. Young, aggressive, and used to the intensity of the Premier League. Is this the beginning of the end for Garnacho at United? All signs point to that. And Chelsea, with their dominance in the youth market, are ready to overtake all rivals for this one player. Garnacho wants out. Chelsea wants him in. This summer, it could be blue all the way.
Yeah. You subscribe to our YouTube channel.